Hello and welcome to today's tutorial. My name is Paul and today I'm going to add some more functionality to the character controller. Okay, so I've added some new things to the scene. I'm using the same scene as last time, just some new things. I added some cubes so the player can jump and crouch and walk underneath. And then this set of boxes over here, these are sort of to test if the player can jump while in a confined space, which we don't want the character to be able to jump. So we'll stop them from being able to jump, and we'll stop them from being able to stand up when they're crouching under here. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, before we do get started, actually we'll look at the player so we can see. Okay, so nothing has changed about the player apart from the mesh renderer. I've turned the mesh renderer off on the root object. You'll see why in a minute. In fact, I'll leave it on for the moment and then I'll be able to show you why we have to turn it off. Maybe we have to replace it with a simple model of a character that will be able to cast a shadow rather than having the capsule shadow. Okay, now let's get started. So first thing I want to do is I want to open up the script on the player. Drag this in, and the first thing that I want to do is add in some more variables. So start. Okay, so the first we want to do is a public float. And we want to call this jump power. Okay, so power of the jump. And the next we want to put in how fast we'll be able to move while we are crouching. Okay, so public float. Again, I'm just leaving these public for the moment. We can change that in a later video. So crouch speed, and that will be the max speed while crouched. Okay, so next I want to go into the function update and I want to add in two raycasts. One to check the height off the ground, so if we're on the ground we can jump, if we're not on the ground we can't jump. Okay, so first of all we do raycast hit, this hit, and we want to do ray equals to new ray, and this ray wants to be at transform.position plus transform.up transform.up. Now I want it to go down rather than up, so I want the position of it to be at the bottom, so I have to do transform.up multiplied by -1f, right? And then we want the direction, we want it to go downwards, so we just want to do this again. So now we have our origin and our direction. So next thing is I want to debug it so I can see it. Not log. Draw array. And I want to take all of this information here, so the origin and direction, and I have to say how far I want it to go, so say 3f, because physics. So physics dot raycast, and now we have to say ray out hit, and then the maximum distance. So say 3F, and then need to do a new statement. Well, that's and an else. Okay, so if hit dot distance is less than or equal to 0.1 F, oh sorry, I will need to do more variables up here. So crouch jump headroom, that would be to stop us from standing up when there's not enough headroom, or jumping when there's not enough headroom. And then I want 2 more floats, or 2 more builds, sorry. Can jump, and can stand up, underscore jump. So these are just public for the moment, so we can make sure that they're working in the inspector while I'm playing the game, well, while I'm testing it in the editor. Okay, so back down to here, and we want to say can jump equals to true, and if the hit that distance is greater than 0.1, we want to say can jump equals to false. Now these variables that I'm using, can jump and crouch jump headroom, I just call them exactly what they are. I just find it easier to deal with and to find them later on. Okay, so that's one of our raycasts done. That's the one for the jumping. And now we want to do raycast hit hit A, and then ray A equals to new ray. We want to change the position of this, so I will change that in a minute. Okay, so we don't want it to go from the transform, so from the root object, we want it to go from the camera holder. So what we say is T underscore camera holder dot position, and then T underscore do transform dot up. Okay, take this and put it in here, and then we say multiplied by just the one moment, and then color yellow, and then again we do another if statement, and we say if physics say if f underscore, so no, sorry, if hit a dot distance is less than or equal to f underscore crouch jump headroom, then we want to say can stand up equals to false, and then we want to say else can stand up equals true. And I also want to copy this and put it out here, so that if we're moving and the distance from the player up is smaller than the distance that we set this in the inspector, then the player won't be able to stand up. But if it's bigger, they will be able to stand up. And also if the ray doesn't hit anything, because remember it only goes 1 unit, so if it doesn't hit anything, they can also stand up. So that's that part done. So now we need to put controls in. So if CPI dot get button down jump and can jump and can stand up underscore jump, and then what we want to do is we want to say transform get component widget body widget body dot add force vector 3 dot up multiplied by f underscore jump power comma force mode dot impulse. So now the character will be at the controller will be at the jump, and next we will put in a crouch. Okay, so cross-platform input manager dot get button and we will set this in the input settings when we go back into Unity. So we want to say if we're crouched, speed equals to crouch speed. And now we want to change the height of the collider, the capsule collider on the character. So what I would say is T underscore no. Transform dot get component capsule collider dot height greater than 1, because we're going to be 1 unit high when we crouch. In fact, we'll just copy this. Okay, and then we'll say minus equals time dot delta time. So if we hold the crouch button and we're taller than our crouch height, which is 1, then we are going to, the height of the capsule is going to get smaller. Okay, so now we want the character to be able to stand back up from being crouched. In fact, I'll just copy this and redo it. Okay, so if not, and we can stand up or jump. To get rid of that, and we have to say if it's, so 2 is our current height before we crouch, so we want 2 to be our current height after we've crouched when we come back up. And in order to do that, we have to change that to a plus. So now I want to make the camera holder object, I want that to always be at the right position for the head, because if we were to leave that as it was, it would end up in the wrong position. So I would say float f underscore and call it camera holder position. And we will say that that's equal to t underscore camera holder dot transform dot local position dot x then f underscore camera holder position equals to t underscore camera holder in fact no, change that to transform dot get component capsule collider dot height and then we need to say that t underscore camera dot local position equals to new vector 3. So we don't want it to move on the x, 0, and we want f underscore divided by 3.5f and 0 on the z. Press Control S, back into Unity, and yes, everything appears to be working. Okay, so jump power, let's say, is 5. Crouch speed, let's say it's half walk speed, so 0.05. And we can see can jump and can stand up and jump. Okay, so press play. I'll just zoom this out so you can see. Okay, so we press play, and we can move as we did before. We can jump now, and we can crouch. But as you can see, the capsule, the mesh render on the capsule doesn't look the same as the capsule collider. So to get rid of that, I'm just going to stop it and turn it off. Then we can press play again. So now you can see the yellow line here, which is the debug.draw ray for the second raycast that we did. And when I jump, you'll be able to see the magenta one at the bottom, and that's the first one. So I'll just go and show. If I press C, which is crouch, I'll show you how to do that now in a moment. And I walk underneath. If I let go of C, oh, I still get caught. Oh. Never changed. So the one variable I didn't change was the headroom. Okay, so we put that at 0.5. I press play. I walk back over, hold C, and let go of C. And as you can see, we don't stand up. So, and we walk out, stand up. So I'll come back over to this one here, and I walk in, and I can't jump. I walk out, I can jump. So now, and we can see that in the booleans down here. If I walk under here again, you see can stand up and jump change, so we can't. And it's back to true again. If I walk under here, I can't stand up. As soon as I walk out, it stands up. So there we have it. Doors still work. Crouching. Jumping. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will watch the next video, which I will decide what I'll be doing in the next day or two. So for now, thank you very much, and hope to see you again. Thank you, bye bye.